What's up? What's up, y'all? This your boy Coach Marshall from the More Than the Coach podcast. And y'all, I'm glad to have y'all here with me tonight. Tonight, I got a special guest, a young king that's gonna come on here and tell his story his way, and it's gonna be powerful, y'all. But before I get to my guests, I gotta pay them bills and give my sponsors a special thank you. So we're gonna start it out always with the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast every Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Y'all tune in. If it's all about them life, love, and relationships, we get a little deep on there. So y'all come check me and the missus out on that show. Got to give a big shout out to Baldwin Multimedia. Take care of my videos. Hey, gets me right. Y'all reach out to Reg Baldwin. He'll take care of you. So make sure y'all check him out. JKG Apparel and Designs. Build what you believe in. You can contact him 989-980-4838. Greg Lewis. Y'all make sure y'all get him. Do the varsity jackets, t-shirts, all kind of little stuff, hats. So y'all make sure y'all get with him. A lot of local business here in Saginaw doing well. And last but not least, well, two more, Live Ways. Live connections, endless possibilities. Once again, this is an app y'all created by a brother right here from Saginaw out of North Carolina, doing it big. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. And last but not least as well, to the beautifully just being me, Miss Joya Marshall, her hair and oil products. Y'all make sure y'all get her a shout out, check her out. Matter of fact, this just dropped today. And y'all can see what she got, facial creams and everything else. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. Miss Joya Marshall with the beautifully just being me. So tonight, y'all, before I even get going, I'm going to play this little clip for y'all. Some of y'all might have seen it with the advertisement, but this my guest tonight, y'all. It's a long time coming. One of Saginaw, Bridgeport's own.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Earvin Burton, but I go by Earvin X. 32 years old, born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan. I'm the oldest of 4 children. We left Saginaw because my mother was running from a man. I remember it was the second to the last day of school. My mom came.
That's all I'm going to give you on that. I'm going to let him get into his story and let him tell y'all what it's all about. As you can see, my guest, y'all, he on here. You see him with his beautiful kids. Look at them kings. Burgundy looking good on them. I like that. But I'm going to tell y'all something. This guy, he had a real struggle in his life. But in all his struggles, this young man never gave up. He's an alumni of Bridgeport High School, as I said before. Now he's 33. At the time of that video, he was 32. He's a motivational speaker. He's a widower, and he's raising these 3 young men. Tonight, y'all, it's my pleasure to have this young brother, Mr. Earvin Burton, on the More Than the Coach podcast. Let me bring him in tonight with us, y'all. What's up, my brother?
I'm like, man, what's going on? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How everything going with you?
Man, everything is going, it's getting better for me. You know, God is revealing a lot of things to me and opening a lot of doors for me, so I believe my time is starting to come.
Yes, sir. Hey, well, I'm glad I got a chance you get to sit down with the little people like me
Yeah.
before you grow up and do big
Man,
things, brother.
Man, you've been my supporter since I met you. Everything I've been going through, you always, been a supporter of mine. And you coach my little brother, so, that's
Yeah,
a connection.
see?
Yeah.
Always, bro. For real. So, man, I'm going to start out, real quick. I said, let them know a little bit, gave them a snippet of the video just so, they can hear a little bit about you. But why don't you touch bases on the Earvin Burton so everybody can know where you coming from and where you been, man?
Well, like you said, I am a Bridgeport alumni. I played varsity there 3 years basketball. Probably the best 3 years, some of the best years of my life playing for that school. Second team to go to the Breds. We didn't win it, but we had a good team.
Same.
After high school, I got into some trouble. Armed robbery. I ended up doing 9 years.
Mm,
Uh, nine. I was sentenced to 9 to 30. Ended up doing 9 years in prison. Um, I had a son before I went to prison. He was 10 months old, so I was out of his life for 9 years.
mm,
Uh, I came home. The woman, which the mother of my children, who I was with at the time, was my girlfriend. We went our separate ways during that time. You can expect no one to stay and hold you down for that long. But
mm,
we remained, cordial. She was brought my son up there to see me, and ultimately, God brought us back together. I came
mm.
home, got her right, married her, and had another child with her when I came home. And I think we got married in July. So 2 months after coming home from being incarcerated, I married her.
Mm,
Then I think 7 months of me being home, my wife passed. 4 days after our son was born.
mm,
So yeah, he was 4 days old when she passed. So he was born December 26th,
mm.
born 2 months early, emergency C-section, and she eventually passed away four
Wow.
days later.
I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry to hear that, brother, man. And
Yes, sir.
like you said, I remember you going through that, and I just remember reaching out to you. God had put something on my heart was like, just reach out, get encouraging, give him some positive words and things like that, man. Because like I said, you're a strong brother. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know how I would felt, and to see you go from that back then to where you at now, man, I can't do nothing but salute you. You
Yes,
know,
sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
real. That's a struggle, man. And like I said, so now you're raising your children by yourself. I know you got a significant other, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And
I have met somebody else, got
yeah,
re-engaged. So God, he blessed me. You never get somebody that loves their children, like their own, treat them with
mm,
respect, take care of them, even my late wife's family approves, because they have their concerns. So, and my family, so it came full circle for me.
that's right, man. Well, man, like I said, man, it's just to know that struggle. I could see why you got the will that you want to be a motivational speaker.
Yes,
Because
sir.
that do it, they done been through some things, especially like the motivational speakers I listen to. And you got a testimony and you got a story. You know, like you said, man, you got out of high school, you was a big time basketball star. I remember you, and I was in the military. You know,
Yeah.
then to hear that tragedy that took place, man. Can you elaborate for the young men? The decisions what led you to go down that road.
Yeah, well, so after high school, I also want to say I'm proud of coming from Bridgeport because my starting five, I think we was the first five to all five of us get scholarships to go play a
Mm,
sport. Four of us went to play basketball, one of us went to play football. So that was a blessing. So we came out of high school, and I would say that mentally I wasn't strong at all. I think the idea that I had in my head of playing basketball, leaving, high school. I thought it would be the same, which it wasn't. Um, I was in for a rude awakening. I wasn't strong enough mentally. And during this time, I graduated 2009. My
mm-hmm,
mother was diagnosed with breast cancer.
mm,
So I was in my head a lot about that. Going back and forth. She stayed in Little Rock, Arkansas at this time, so I would go back and forth from Saginaw, ride the bus down there. So my head wasn't really in it,
yeah,
and she was really, going through a lot of things. And me being the oldest, I felt like I had to do something money wise in
mm,
order to help her out. I had a newborn on the way,
mm,
and I didn't have any patience.
yeah,
I also didn't have no one who really believed in me when it came to, basketball or anything that I, wanted to do. So a lot of people have people that believe in them, and that's why they make it. They
yeah,
make sure they have, money, food, shoes, clothes, places to stay, transportation. And I didn't have that 100%. So I always felt like I had to do it on my own. And
Mm.
that's not a good mindset because doing it on my own or feeling the way that I felt like I had to go get it by any
Exactly.
means. I made a choice to go and commit 3 armed robberies to get money, to have money, and ultimately not having that, that support,
Yeah.
led me. It's not the excuse or it's not the reason, but
Oh yeah.
not having that support led me to go, commit those armed robberies.
And when you mean a lot of the support you talking about like father figure like that or a role model like in that situation?
Well, I had, role models. I stayed. Um, I got in trouble back in Arkansas when I was 16.
Okay.
A friend of mine was, murdered. And
Hmm.
I came back to Saginaw to live with my uncle Johnny and my aunt Barbara,
Okay.
Pastor Jackson. A lot of people know him, Pastor Johnny Jackson.
Hmm.
So I had a father figure, you
Okay.
know, but I rejected it. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like it was me just coming up here to go to school, and not living with, somebody like that versus, living the life that I lived before. Single mother, a lot of us black guys, black boys do what we want at a certain age when we live with a mother.
That's
So when we
true.
do get a man in our life, which I had, we reject it. We be, disobedient, things like that. But they worked with me, they got me to college, so they did the best that they could.
Yeah.
It was me. I rejected it.
Okay. And that's something powerful you say there too, because a lot of us as young black men, whether we had fathers, they was out of our homes, we did when we got to 12, 13 years old, we rejected mom telling us what to do or grandmas because we felt we were men,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing really what manhood was. And even in your video I was watching, at 12, 13 years old, you was catching the bus from Arkansas back to Michigan, bro, by yourself.
Absolutely, man. I was just speaking to my fiance about this today. Like, people don't understand, man, is that so my mother, she had, back then, certain children, when you had those custody battles, couldn't leave the state. So
Hmm.
anytime a kid leaves the state, back then they'll put a warrant out for your arrest.
Yep.
So my mom, man, put me on the Greyhound bus, told me to go get my brother. I get on the Greyhound bus from Arkansas, ride all the way to Saginaw,
Mm.
and back, man. We talking about being able to having the mental capacity to take care. I think my brother, he's 4 years younger than me, so I'm 13. He's 9 years old,
Wow.
and I have to be in control of the money that we have. I have to
Hmm.
make sure we get off the bus. I have to get our bags, go find the line to the next bus. You
Mm.
know, get on the next bus to make it all the way to Arkansas. So that was yeah, that was challenging. But it was a
That's
different time.
bro. That's deep. That is
Yes,
deep,
sir.
bro. You know, I don't know why my wife is FaceTiming me, knowing I'm podcasting right now. That is cool,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
cool. It's
all
all right,
good.
man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hung up on her though. Only times I can get away with it. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, wow, man, that's something there, man. So, like I said, as a young man, you went through hell as a kid, though, bro. Because like you said, to have the mental capacity to get off the bus, get on the bus. Hell, I remember when I first rode it from here to Grand Rapids. Hell, I was mixed up and I was in my teens, late
yeah.
teens. So that's yeah, for real. So how your boys doing, man?
Man, they doing good, man. I have them in therapy. The
Yeah,
two oldest are happen to see somebody, because they lost their mother at a young age. But
yes,
we have their times when they don't want to talk about it. They sad, and Christmas coming up, and it was around the Christmas time, when she passed. So
exactly.
it's really a challenge, man, for me
Yeah,
because you gotta understand they're not used to me. I was gone 9 years, so
yeah.
especially my oldest son, he had her since he was born. So
Hmm.
now it's just me, us still getting to know each other. I only been home from incarceration, 3 years.
Yeah.
For doing a
And
9 year bid. So I believe we going in the right direction. He's starting to open up to me, and basketball has been
mhm,
our brought us together. So it's been a
that's right.
bridge for us to get to know each other and
That's cool,
just do
man.
things like
I'm
that.
glad
Yes,
to
sir.
hear that, man. And I know with your faith, man, you're gonna continue to lean strong on your faith, man, and it's gonna get you through the situation that you're going through.
Yes,
So
sir.
like I told you, I'm gonna always send encouragement. If you ever need some advice, whatever, I'm there. I already
Yes, sir.
told you,
Thank you. I
get in
appreciate
the
that.
gym. Make sure you bring them to practice. Let them see what's going on, see what the high school ball about, and you know, hey, whatever I can do to help you, brother, I got you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
for
I
sure.
appreciate it.
And
Same
and
here.
I could give you some guys' names around here that's doing some positive things with kids, mentoring. So if you ever need that break for yourself to get a mental break, there's some guys around here, man. Mr. Terry Reed, doing some
Yes, sir.
positive things with kids. So that'll be a program. It's called Help that you can look
Oh,
into. You
yes,
know,
sir. Yes, sir.
that information for you on that. That's
Appreciate
cool.
it.
So man, what keeps you motivated?
Man, my children
Yes,
are,
sir.
are number one that keeps me motivated, and prison keeps me
Mm,
motivated. Going through that incarceration, I was in prison 9 years, man, and
yeah.
a lot of people don't know this, but I was in solitary confinement for 2 years. 2 of those years, I was in a whole 23 hour lockdown. Only come out an hour a day.
Whoa.
So just those two things, my children, teaching them how to, be young black men,
Hmm.
setting the foundation of teaching my children who they are. So a lot of these schools don't teach our children who they are as black people. So
That's
that's our job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them go to these schools, with different races and things like that. But
hmm
I instill in them who they are,
that's right.
where they come from. I give, especially my oldest son, I'm starting to give him books to read, teaching him about those that came before us,
That's right.
you know, so, and what they went through. And
That's
like
right.
I say, number two, man, is prison. I think about the prison every day,
Wow.
everything that I seen, everything I went through. And that's a huge motivation to never go back.
Never go back. I know, like you said, you went in what, 17, 18 years old,
I went in 21 years old.
21 years old. So yeah,
21 years old.
you were still young. So you basically had to grow up and and get that manhood knowledge in prison. And I'm pretty sure you probably found somebody in there to give you some insight and help you, see the right road. So because you could have went in there and went the wrong way as well. You
Yeah,
know.
well, it's very easy to go in there and to continue to do the things that you were doing in the street. A
Hmm.
lot of guys don't get to come home. A lot of
Yeah,
guys go in there, natural life, 25 years. And
man.
me, I was able to go in there and, you have your run ins with people, but I think what really saved me was the Nation of Islam. The brothers in there. It wasn't necessarily the religion,
Hmm.
Muslim, because, Christianity is also a good religion. It was
Hmm.
the knowledge, the
Yeah,
the history, the teaching of, man, if I would have knew this before who I am as a black man, or what I'm saying, maybe I would have made a lot of, different decisions.
yeah.
A lot of us don't truly know ourselves. All you know is the streets or
That's
what we
true.
see somebody else do. And even when we
Yeah.
see somebody else do it, we don't get the explanation of why they do it, is if it's right or if it's wrong. So
Wow.
that was my biggest help.
That's man. Woo, that's deep,
Yes,
man. That's deep. So to these young guys out here, man, I know you into the motivation thing now. I'm gonna give you the platform if you want to talk to them, man. I'm gonna let you have the floor to talk to these brothers, man. It's on you.
yes, sir. Well, what I tell these young black boys and even the young black girls, man, is to listen.
Mm,
Listen. Whatever somebody tell you, man, if it ain't wrong, if they're not telling you to go, shoot somebody, rob somebody, steal from somebody. Like you should be able to decipher the difference between good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would tell these young children, man, to figure out who you are, learn your history. You know, learn who Marcus Garvey is, Nat Turner. Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X. Martin Luther King. Like really go study the people who came before you.
Mm-hmm.
Also study law. You know, a lot of us don't know. When we go into these courtrooms, we catch these cases. We don't know the terminology. A lot of us just take pleas. We go in there. We scared. We allow people to, especially the court appointed lawyers, to we give them our life.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ask them no questions. Ultimately, just stay out of trouble. And if I can give y'all anything, I will give y'all these 4 words to live by: how, what, who, and why. Ask yourself these 4 questions. Who am I? What I want to do? Why I want to do it? How I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's anything that you want to do. Those 4 words will answer and give you, everything that you need. Who am
Mm-hmm.
I? What is it I want to do? I want to be a lawyer. Okay, that's for example. I want to be a lawyer. Why I want to be a lawyer?
Exactly.
What do I need to do to be a lawyer? How? You know what I'm saying? These questions, these 4 words, you can ask these 4 questions to anything in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You
Man.
know, and for us to come together, man, as black people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a conversation with a couple of my friends about the talent that comes out of Saginaw, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like this this city breeds just more than just athletes.
Oh yeah.
We have musicians, artists, you know,
Filmmakers,
everything.
actors.
Saginaw is a beautiful city. So
Yeah.
I would advise you guys, man, to also ask for help, man. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things that I didn't do. I didn't ask for help when I felt like everything was on my shoulders. And
Yeah.
I have good friends, man. One thing while going to Bridgeport, I met a lot of good, friends, a good lifetime friends that,
Mm-hmm.
I ask for help now. I can call on anybody, talk to them. I need help with anything, especially during the passing of my wife, man. Like that really showed me um, who was really here for me,
That's right.
you know. And prison, you guys, man. I'm gonna give you the real. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down when you go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
All those friends you had that you got right now that's sitting on the side of you, the right and your left, they're not gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's gonna be there for you is your girl, and she gonna be there for you for a limited time. It's gonna be your mama and your grandma.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Maybe you know what I'm saying. Your dad is gonna be a woman though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? So going to prison, man, is not it's not fun.
Hmm.
Stay out
That's
here
true.
in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially these young black boys, man. I wish we had. Well, I ain't gonna say I wish because I don't really know yet. What's going on in Saginaw, but it seems like we don't really have nothing for these little kids in the streets. No
Mm-hmm.
more gyms, no after school programs. Boys and girls clubs. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I really want to start up. I'm trying to
Okay.
start this foundation in my wife's name, my late wife's name, called Veronica's Boys.
Okay.
That's what I'm working on right now. It's a nonprofit for men and women like me, who have lost somebody, is raising, children on their own.
Mm-hmm.
For us, for these children to do something, it doesn't have to be just sports because everybody don't play sports. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? We need to invest in something that these children truly want to do and also can make a career out of.
That's true. That's so true. Well, man, if it's anything you need from me to help you out with the foundation, please let me know.
Yes,
Because I
sir.
got my wife, man, and we'll gladly get behind, support it, push it, promote it, whatever you need. But you
Yes,
said some
sir.
very powerful things that I hope some of our young brothers and sisters, because some of the young sisters is just as wild as these boys now. You know,
Man, listen, I
you
see it
know,
every day, man.
Yep, same here. And working in the field I'm in now, leaving
Yeah,
school system, going to another part, man, it's rough. All I can do is pray for them, man, and just wish you a better way. But I always do this, Irvin. I gotta do you. I can't let you off the hook because you was a big time hooper, and it's
yeah,
a first. So you gotta give me your top 10 hoopers, boys and girls from Bridgeport.
man. So really, I only
No
can go
order
off a
needed.
three. Yeah, I only can go off a 3 year window because I don't really know the too many people before me.
Okay.
I know I had to put T. Shaw in there.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put Tim Beamon in there.
Okay.
Um, my brother Jeremy Sewell, Mimi, who I got the 44 from, the original number 44.
Mm-hmm.
I got to put my starting five in there: Mario Williams,
Mm.
Bryson Ruffin, Darvin Ham Jr., Derek
Okay.
Davis Jr. Um, that's seven. Let me see, man. I got to put my brother Calvin in there, and Andrew Wingard. Got to put
Okay.
him in there. That's nine. And I go with my brother Joshua, man. Big Josh Barnes. That's my
Okay.
team.
Okay.
That's my
One of
team.
the one of our guests said, two legends right here. That's all right. See,
Yeah.
there's people out here
Yes,
know who
sir.
you is, brother. Still, you know what I'm
Man, I
saying?
love the Bridgeport, man. That was a good, we kind of changed the culture there, man, in basketball. So,
Yes, y'all did.
shout out to Coach Brooks. He was my first coach, and then
Yes.
Coach Kowalski came on after Coach Parker was there.
Mm.
Tony. So man, it was I learned a lot at Bridgeport. And like
That's
I say,
good.
man, my starting five, we was the first five, all five getting scholarships. So
Hmm.
we got a history there.
Hey, and that history right now will never be broken. I look at that banner all the time. Look one way, I see y'all banner. Look the other way, I see my banner. So it was two
Yeah,
teams that got to the Final Four, even though y'all got to
three.
go to the bread. Three?
Yeah, three. So we got the '91 team first, and they
That's
lost to
right.
Chris Webber and them Detroit Country Day
Was that
in the
Prentice
final.
them?
Four. I don't even remember. I don't even know.
Oh,
I got to do my research. But yeah, they was the
okay.
first team, the '91 team. Then
So
our
it was three.
2009 team, and then y'all the third team to make it.
Okay, bet. That's bet. So
Yeah.
that was cool though. But one day somebody got to break that hump and get on in there. You know what
Hey,
I'm
listen,
saying?
we hoping y'all go ahead and do it,
Yeah.
man.
Man, I had some talented teams come through there, bro. You
Yeah,
know, and hopefully, everybody get to come out December 23rd to the big alumni game that we're gonna put on at Bridgeport, where they get to see some of them guys come
yes,
out, have
sir.
some fun, man, for a good cause, and just to come back, get y'all back in there and see the new Bridgeport gym, see what the AD
Yeah,
and self thing got together and change the culture around there a little bit. Y'all
yeah,
set up.
man. Yeah, man. I listen. Bridgeport, man. It's some hoopers came from that school. You know, some real hoopers came from that school.
Yeah, for real, a lot of talent. Here goes somebody, man, just William Matthews Carter. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
my
that's
boy.
so that's my guy William Matthews Carter. He's the head coach of Mid Michigan Sting Boys and Girls. He started the program. Who brought me on? So shout
Okay.
out to Mid Michigan Sting, our AU team. He has a sixth grade girls, sixth grade boys,
All
eighth
right.
grade boys, eighth grade girls, and then this year we starting the high school team, the 16 and under. So if you got anybody want to come out and try outs this Saturday, the Boys and Girls Club at 5 p.m. in Bay City. Boys and Girls Club, come try out.
Okay, that's cool. Congratulations, Coach Carter. Nice to meet you. And hopefully I get the chance to bring the More Than the Coach podcast to y'all practice or host
Yes,
y'all over at
sir.
Bridgeport one day. Let y'all come in the gym and rock out. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Definitely set that up, man. We had another, oh, this is my missus. She said this is a
Uh,
very powerful, very positive interview too. So
Yes,
Yeah,
man. Thank
yeah, cause
you. Thank
she
you.
really she what you call it really be on me and let me know things. He got a StreamYard link. He actually it's on YouTube streaming right now. Ziggy, you can watch it on the More Than the Coach podcast live on YouTube. That's what it's streaming on right now.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you tuning in, checking us out. Brother, like I told you, man, I ever since I got into this, man, it's been meeting nothing but positive people, man. People giving back, helping people in the community. Now, before we get ready to get out of here, like I said, you already gave the listener some motivation, basically do's and don'ts, especially for our youngsters. But
Yes,
it is
sir.
as a single father, man, that you would like to just say to the people that don't know what a single father like yourself go through that might motivate somebody that might be going through the same thing you're going through right now?
Yes, sir. Well, you have to pay attention. Is
Mm,
the is one of the biggest things to pay attention to your children. Many of us men are not naturally, what I'm saying, nurturers.
mm,
So it's kind of hard for us to be, soft and remember that, what I'm saying, it's just you. So that's something I had to learn was to be a nurturer, to be,
yeah,
to pay attention. And it's not easy. I had to learn everything um, fresh. I mean, I had to learn how to pay bills.
mm,
My late wife, I was just giving her the money, and she'll pay the bills. Like probably
mm,
most of the marriage, men in a marriage do, because the woman take care of everything. My son was 4 days old, coach, when I went up there. He was in the NICU, and so I was 30 years old, man, taking care of newborn alone.
mm,
So I had
man.
to learn how to take them to the dentist, to doctors,
Mm-hmm.
diapers. When they got sick. So especially hats off to women. Women that do this on an everyday basis, single that don't ask a man for nothing and just do it and raise their children. Man, I salute. Because this is, it's hard, man. It's,
Yeah,
it's, it's very hard to do, especially you have never done it before.
yeah.
So me now, he's 2 years old. I also have a 1 year old. So
Excuse me.
I would say is being patient with myself.
Yeah,
I have a lot of help from my mother. Also my late wife's grandmother helps me a lot. Going to work. I'm also a bricklayer. So y'all
yeah.
need foundations. Repair
Hmm.
chimneys or whatever. I'm your man for that too. But I would say, man, it's been a blessing to be a single father. Somebody that
Yep.
God, God allowed this to happen to me for a reason. I'm still growing and figuring out that reason why I had to go through this. Become a widower at such a young age, take
Yeah,
care of these boys. So I can say I appreciate God for this.
yeah. And it's, just to piggyback on what you said, you're doing things that most men like myself included we took advantage of. And
Absolutely.
it's kind of funny that me and my wife just had a conversation on our podcast Sunday night about women and a man is more emotionally stable than a woman. And it kind of like triggered to a big thing. But you seeing that other side, where a woman comes from though, and I like I said, I commend you and salute you, bro, because I don't think I could do it. Well, I
Yeah,
never think, but with God in your life, man, and in your case, you got Allah, bro. You can do whatever you want to do, and
that's what I appreciate.
you're gonna be blessed, in the long run. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Keep covering your sons, man. Keep raising them. Keep being a strong father, and always. And I know you're doing it. Keep the memory of their mom strong in their
Yeah,
life, man. You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Always, man.
Yeah,
Always.
that's like I said. I don't know what to say on that part right there.
Well,
And
it's just like you say, man. It's just prayer and support.
mm,
I have had a lot of support from people I don't know. From my friends, from my brothers. And their wives. Like I have had the support to keep going. believe me, man, there's times, that I wanted to give up, man. Like it's hard.
Yeah,
Especially raising children that lost a mother at a young age.
yeah,
You can't fill that void. All you can, is be there. And that's another thing is learning how to be vulnerable. You
yeah,
know, I have to show my boys, I cry too. I have to cry in front of them and show them, man,
mm,
it's all right to cry. We miss her. We're going to keep her alive, like you say. But it's okay to express that. My oldest son, he's kind of like me. He
yeah,
hold things in. He feel like he has to be tough, for
yeah,
whatever reason. That just seemed like the makeup of young black boys, period.
yeah,
Having to grow up with things, on their back, on their shoulder, and if I can say anything, especially to the black fathers, man, is pay attention to your children, talk to your children, love on your children, and be a father to your children, man.
yeah. Amen. Amen.
Yes,
So
sir.
to all y'all brothers out there, y'all heard what he said. Be a father. You ain't gotta
Yes,
have
sir.
that relationship with that mama.
You know,
'Cause sometimes things happen.
you
But
do.
be a
Yes,
father, because them kids at the end of the day, they ain't asked to be here. You know what I'm
uh-huh.
saying? We created, and as men, we gotta, be strong and stable in their life, bro. And I
Yes,
love
sir.
that she said that. So I hope some of these men hear that,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm real about that because I got a whole lot of situations that I be feeling about, certain things. And I've
Yes,
been
sir.
around all three of mine life since they've been here, and they 29, 30, and 24, I think. I
Yes,
don't know
sir. Yes,
about
sir.
that, but you know, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what I'd do without them in mind. And
Yes,
and
sir, man.
like I said, bro, whatever you need from me, if it's just to call me and vent, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here for you, little bro, for
Yes,
real.
sir, man. I appreciate it. I thank you for having me on your show, man.
Oh man, this a blessing. I've been waiting for this one,
Yes,
all week
sir.
long. I've been waiting, so this is a blessing and an honor to have you on. I hope Bearcat Nation, because I shared it with everybody. So I hope they
Mhm.
tuned in. If they didn't tune in tonight, they can check it out. It's on YouTube. It'll be on Apple and Spotify, so they can hear it in case they at
Yes,
work.
sir.
And just
Absolutely.
hope they reach out and pour into you, man, and continue to be a blessing to you and your family. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And like
I
I said,
appreciate it, man.
and I know through these holiday seasons it's gonna be tough for y'all, but man, me and mine gonna be praying for you. And hey, make sure you covered, bro, for real.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
And
I
I'm
appreciate it.
looking forward to you coming talking to them boys too in a few
Oh yeah,
weeks.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there every day. You doing y'all tryouts, man.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we there 5 to 7. Now, I'll make sure I hit
Yes,
you up
sir.
and remind you and things because I know you're a busy fella.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yep. Hey,
Thank
I
you,
don't know if
man.
you seen Tone. He had put in here much respect,
That's
keep
it,
being a
man.
great
Thank
father, man.
you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. And you blessed too, my brother. So
Sir.
man, I love when people give back feedback when they watching the show and everything. But bro, I ain't gonna take up more of your time. I know it's about time to tuck them little ones in for the night.
Yeah.
Gotta do your father duties. But hey, anytime you need me, bro, make sure you reach out. And man, I thank you again for being on the More Than the Coach podcast tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you for this platform, man. A chance for people to see me, man. And, I'm gonna take off from here, man.
Yes, sir. And hey, and every time you want to come back on, you got something you want to do, let me know. And also
Yes,
that
sir.
interview that I had the snippet of, when that interview dropped.
Oh well, I think her name is Kimberly
Yeah,
Pruitt. She's
yeah.
the director. That's a friend of mine. So we
Okay.
looking to drop it in a couple, weeks. We gonna try to get a venue, have people come. We'll have a panel for people to ask questions and things, and from there, I will be starting my podcast called "From the Yard to the World."
Mm,
We'll be, speaking with guys that's still incarcerated and guys who are out here shine a light on guys who came home from prison and are
mm,
continually, living life out here that hasn't went back, telling their story, how they staying out here. We also gonna be speaking about jobs and getting, a lot of people in trades and things like that.
okay.
So that's my next project when the documentary drop.
Hey, well, you let me know. I got a couple brothers to send your way. Some
Yes,
positive
sir. Thank you.
people went and did their thing. you know, as I always call it, went on a vacation for a minute and came
Absolutely. That's all I need.
and they've been nothing but blessing to the city of Saginaw. So
Yes,
most
sir.
we'll definitely do that. And I'm gonna have one on reach out because he got a podcast too. It's Yak Like
Okay,
This.
yes,
And make sure you sit down and have a chat with him too. For real.
yes, sir.
Gotta get you out here and spread the word, bro. God got
Thank
something
you.
to offer, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, you have a good night. I
Yes,
salute
sir.
you,
You too.
King. And I'll be
Yes,
talking
sir.
to you later.
Oh,
All
yes,
right.
sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
All right. As y'all see, had a great interview, great conversation with Mr. Earvin Burton, excuse me, I'm sorry. Mr. Irv. Hey, y'all make sure y'all keep this young man in your prayers. Beautiful family. He just told y'all the story. Hey, my hat off to him. Nothing but salute to this young man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight on the More Than a Coach podcast, y'all. Got a couple more episodes before I take a break. Got a time to get into a basketball season. So I'm going to downsize it a little bit. But I'm going to hit y'all here and there with them sports recap shows, though. But y'all take it easy. Until next time, y'all, this your boy, Coach Marshall, on the More Than a Coach podcast. Peace.